Welcome back to another on-range review. This time I will be bringing the Panzer M4. I already have one of these with the wood stock on it, and I gotta say, that thing runs like a sewing machine. And I will say, this thing is crazy as far as the reviews. People are going back and forth saying they work, some of them don't work. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna test this thing out, just as the other one that I have. I have an assortment of ammo over here. Most of them are low powered. It has been oiled, and it has been maintained to give it a chance. Go ahead and get into this and start running some rounds down range and see how she performs. And I think this may be the updated model because as you can see, there's no slide cutout, there's no cutout on the receiver here like the other models. So I tried to look up something, I just couldn't find anything to actually find out what was actually going on with this as far as the model. So we're gonna try to ghost load this. I haven't done it many times. I don't have much experience on ghost loading, but we're gonna try it. All right, let's rock and roll. Rejection seems pretty good on it. Let's load up another tube, see how she goes. We'll say this Argo system in here, it does give this thing a very smooth action. We're gonna try to ghost load it one more time. If I can't do it this time, I'm just gonna call it a day. And she didn't want to feed because I messed up the ghost load on it. Wow, that's a lot smoother than I perceived it to actually be. The last one, man, did I dump some rounds down range off of that thing. And it performed just like this one. I messed up the ghost load on here because I didn't have it seated well enough on the feed ramp. Now let's go to some heavier shot. Those are all birdshot just then. Now we're gonna go to some double up buckshot. And these are the Monarch brand. As you can see, they're $13.45 and they're fairly affordable. For this box, I think it was $13 at Academy. Well, guys, it looks like we're having an issue here. On my second tube, I can't even get the rounds out of it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but the rounds just won't come out of it. As you can see, the rounds are in there. It just simply won't come out. And those are 2 3/4 shells. It can take up to 3-inch. They won't come out of there. Well, I did something wrong. I actually had to hit this button right here to get it to go. So I messed up. All right, y'all, let's see if she's gonna run. Ran nice. Let's go back and do that again, see if we can make that thing happen like that again. Now I know what to do. And it only takes 4 of these. This is why you go out and train with your firearms. Think about if I'd have been in some kind of a self-defense situation and I would have been in trouble off of that. If my instincts hadn't told me to actually push that button, I would have been in trouble. See, it did it again. So now, there it goes. Now, let's run her down. Oh, wait a minute. Has some little birdies here. Let's see how well this thing transitions. Wow. I'll tell you what. Already off the first shots, I am loving this thing. The recoil is very manageable, even with the double up butt shots. If you don't know what you're doing with it, you need to make sure you know how to work it. Trying to reload those shells in it. Let's run some more birds in here and see how she keeps running. But this time, we're gonna use some Federals, and these are a little underpowered. These are a little underpowered shells for and these are some more underpowered shells. Man, I gotta say, for a budget shotgun, and I've never shot a Benelli before, the M4 models anyway, never shot those things before. I would like to own one. But if it feels anything like this, there's no doubt in my mind that it will exceed all expectations. I have shot the Mossberg JM930, and that thing was very smooth. Did have a few problems straight out of the gate with it, and that was due to the mounting solution that was on there. Although I will say, the reliability on this thing is pretty good. I just should have read the owner manual, but who reads owner manuals? And she's just running and running and running. This is a very good first shots off of this. I will be back with a extended amount of rounds down range review. But I will say for right now, this thing is chugging along. Let's want one more tube and end this thing out for you. The Panzer M4 definitely gets a pass in my book. I will say this is probably one of the better budget options you can get. This thing is literally the fifth of a price of what an actual Benelli M4 costs. Plus you can have the extra money to put in a red dot. And by the way, this is a Vortex. I think it's a Spitfire, I believe, Spitfire 2 or Crossfire. I can't remember which model it is. I got so many of them, I don't really remember. But you can put that money into a red dot, training, and ammo. That's what I would advise anyone to do. I would definitely co-sign one of these things because, man, she looks good, she functions good, and it has minimal recoil, especially shooting those double lock bumps. With all that being said, guys, if you like this kind of content, hit that like, share, subscribe, come back and enjoy some more videos with me, and I'll see y'all in the next one.